Welcome back to our podcast,
Mom.
and Son.
So this is our second episode.
And also, if you didn't see our first one, if you're just listening to this randomly, I am Manav, and my mom, Monika, is who I'm talking to.
So today we are going to talk a little bit about the challenges and struggles we face as in children world or parent world. So Manav,
Also, I have a question. What does it mean by like challenges and struggles in the children world and the parenting world?
That's a great question, Manav. So, what are some difficulties? Is difficulty a better word?
Yeah, difficulties.
Okay.
Now I get it. What do you mean by that?
Okay, cool. So I can start with that. Thank you. Can we pick 3 difficulties that you face?
Yeah.
And then I will share mine after you share yours.
Okay.
So the whole idea is, kids have some difficulty, parent have some difficulty, right? It's challenging. So how we can find a good balance between all these challenges, come together, work as a good unit, as a family, and have a good harmony. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, and also, I think most parents have a challenge. This challenge is parenting.
How about you let me speak about that? Yeah. So going back to you, can you speak about some of the difficulties that you face on a day-to-day basis?
Well, writing or handwriting, it's hurting my hand a lot, and it's really difficult for me.
Cool. It's glad that you know what is difficult for you, which is a great start. What are you doing about it?
So every night, basically, I have a handwriting book, and I just do like 2 to 3 pages every night, except weekends or maybe not. And just before I go to sleep, I do that. I have a bit of relaxing reading time, and then I go to sleep.
Okay, so your difficulty, one of the difficulties or challenge is writing, and you are working on handwriting practice to overcome that difficulty. Do you like that process? Do you like practicing handwriting?
Not much, but if it's improving, if it's improving just a little bit, I'm kind of happy.
Exactly. So you don't entirely like the process. But
A little bit.
Yes, you don't like that, but you see the value by doing the practice bit. You will achieve what you need to achieve, right? Yes, there is a problem.
There's a solution.
There is a solution. The solution might not be what you want to be, or it might not be that you like to do, but the result.
Yeah, so problem, result. What's in the middle? The solution.
There you go.
Leaning into the result side.
Awesome. Now, do you want me to talk about my problem, or what do you want to do? You want to do back and forth?
Me, you, so you're...
Cool. Let me think. I think the time, right? We have only 24 hours in a day, and we have to work, have to cook, we have to do all these chores at home. We have to find time for our exercise. I think it's the time. I find it challenging to prioritize my day-to-day stuff. That's my difficulty, challenge, right? So what am I going to do about it?
Well, maybe.
Can I share because it's my problem?
True.
Thank you. So what I have done is we have a calendar. Your dad and I, we share the calendar. We put everything in that calendar. So we have blocked our time. So we know what we need to do, right? That's why we are keeping track of different things throughout the day. So that's the solution. And the result is the day is more streamlined, right? Now going back to your second difficulty.
Well, my second difficulty exercising, cause sometimes when I exercise, when I stretch, even though I get the stretch, sometimes I just want to get. Sometimes I feel like I'm just like rushing to get to the final stage of the stretch instead of actually trying to push myself to get to the final stage of the stretch. But the stretch is meant to do. Like if you're trying to touch your leg, if I can't touch my leg, I'm trying to just rush and just go and touch my leg.
So basically what you're trying to say is you just want to get it done and not necessarily do it properly. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say. Yeah?
Yeah, that's hard.
So you want to stretch. You need to stretch in certain way. But instead of stretching properly, your brain is thinking, how can I finish this?
Yeah,
is that right?
Rushing to the end.
Right.
Also, push-ups, they're really hard for me. And that's why I really I really can't do them much properly. Because, either I'm just going to have to do a push-up going down or up, or barely even do a push-up and just bend my arms a little bit.
Okay. I appreciate you sharing all these to me and to everyone who's listening, Manav, because it's not easy to share what you are not good at, right? So, well done. Now, what are we doing to overcome that? So that's the problem, right? So what is the solution?
Well, for the exercising, I think maybe because I think I kind of exercise I don't do it on a daily basis, but I do kind of run a lot, but where it's certain I do stretching, at school when I'm doing sports, and at karate I also do stretching, but I don't really do stretches a lot now, so it's getting less certain that I'm doing stretches. It's kind of in the likely unlikely box.
So basically you are not practicing enough.
Yeah, because if now I barely do it at karate, then I only do it on a weekly basis once a week.
So going back to your handwriting, you know how you are practicing your writing on a regular day-to-day basis. If you start stretching on a regular basis, you'll be good at it.
True.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So going back to basic, which is practicing.
Practice makes perfect, basically.
Basically, yeah. So, my turn?
Yeah.
The second challenge is sometimes it's hard to regulate my own emotions. As a parent, we go through different emotions because we are also human beings. I think the second difficulty or challenge would be managing my emotions. So as a mom, as a parent, I'm a human as well, and I go through a lot of emotions during the day. Which
I realize that.
You realize that. Sometimes it's really hard to manage those emotions, and I'm always open and transparent about it. We do talk about it. So I think that's the problem. The solution, I guess the work that I'm doing for is I am Trying to eat better so that, my body is healthy. I'm trying to sleep on time so that I'm rested well and it's not affecting my mood negatively. I've recently joined gym and I'm committing my time to exercise so that it eventually works on my mental health. And meditation is something that I want to get into, but I have not
reached it.
Not yet. That's my goal. Okay. So as you could just see, there is so much I have to do. But again, like your practice, how you are practicing or you want to practice writing or stretching every day. I want to practice these things such as, eat healthy, sleep on time, meditate, exercise, read good books so that I can, regulate my emotions. That's my second one. So going back to you.
Let me
Last
think.
one.
It's a pretty tricky one.
It is, eh?
Trying to think when all I have in my brain is just two things.
You might not have any difficulty then. That's even better.
No, that's not better. Let's see.
What I can see is you don't want to sleep early.
True.
Yeah?
Actually, I forgot.
So, you really don't want to sleep early. Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, so, whenever it's dinner time and when it's time to go to sleep, I'm usually very hesitant.
You are. And
the
again, I
funny
appreciate
thing is, I don't want to sleep, but then I don't want to wake up. I'm just so cozy in the bed. And I'm wriggling around when it's time to sleep. And then when I wake up, I'm like, please, just let me sleep.
Yeah, but do you want to share what are the things that we are practicing
To help me sleep?
as a bedtime routine, as a family that we do, so that we all are wrapping our evening in a better way for all of us to have a good night's sleep. And you are part of that routine and system.
So basically, you cook us dinner. We have dinner, and then after that, me and my brother we have a shower. And then sometimes me and my brother and you do some stuff. I do my handwriting practice, my brother does some tracing practice, and you do dot to dots.
Yeah, I love it.
I can see. And then after that, my dad tucks me in. And then you tuck my brother in, but sometimes my dad also does it. And then we sleep, we wake up.
Yeah. So that's the routine we have established throughout the years, right?
Also, I have a sleeping music to help me sleep.
Oh, how did we forget about that? Yeah. I think it's helping, isn't it, Manav?
Yeah,
I think it
much.
is.
It's a very satisfying sound.
Yeah.
I have it right here. Everybody, listen.
This is for baby, but it works really well for us, so why not, right?
Background music. Just press the...
Okay, the lucky last. Because I have two of you and there is a significant age gap between you and Moksha, sometime I find it difficult You guys are amazing with each other, and I have to thank you for being such a great big brother. But you have specific need, and Moksh has specific needs. Your brother have specific needs, you know. Yeah, you make me laugh. Thank you. So sometimes I find it difficult to just find a good balance, as in, you know, you want to do something and something is really important for you, and your brother
Just
wants our attention and time at the same time, and vice versa. You know, your brother wants our attention and you need us at the same time, right? As a parent, sometimes it is really difficult to be with both of you at the same time. And I really appreciate how you always try and understand where we're coming from, and we always find time to do things together, right? But I'm aware that you two are different. Are you tired? You two are different, and you have different needs. And the timing can be tricky at times. So that's something your dad and I are always aware, and we want to make sure we give our best to both of you. But it is difficult at times. So that's the difficulty. How we are trying to tackle with that is we're trying to find a pocket of time where we spend one-on-one with either of you. So we do group thing on weekends, but I do sometime when I take you to, you know, your tuition classes or some other classes. We have that one-on-one time in the car. We discuss about things in the car. When you know, once a week when you sleep with your daddy, you have that one-on-one time with him. Sometimes I just sneak in your room and we have a little chat in the bed, and we just, you know, giggle and do all that. We do that's an example. And with Moksh, when you are at school or when you are in your tuition classes or other classes, when he's home with us, we try and spend that one-on-one time with him. So we that's what we're doing to tackle that problem. I think we still need to work a lot on that department, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Great. So it was amazing, Manav, to hear about, you know, your challenges, and thank you for sharing. I think the idea of this podcast, whoever is listening to this podcast, what I want to share is, you know, take this an opportunity to sit with your child, age appropriate, and this can be an amazing game. This can be an amazing game where you can find out more about your children.
Or just a chat.
Great. You always have perfect word to say, man. Thank you. I learned so much from you. I really do. On that note, we are wrapping up this amazing podcast. See you next week. Over and out. Please like, share, and subscribe and help us grow. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to today's/this week's podcast on Mom and Son about just getting to know each other, or not getting to know each other, but like our challenges and we hope you listen to next week's podcast. Bye.
Bye.